Hello student, I am Rashid Khan from the Lakshmi Prasad Memorial Public School, Gola Bazar, Gorakhpur. Class, today we will have to learn about the images formed by the different mirrors. How the different mirrors may form the images. Or different form of images, that is a mirror can form the multiple image. How the multiple image can be formed? How do so many images are formed using two mirrors? By using two mirrors, we can say there are number of images got formed. How these number of images forms, we knows about. Let's have a look on that picture. This gives a plane mirror forms only a single image of an object in front of it. When we place a single object in front of a plane mirror, there is only one image formation takes place. But what happens if there is change of angle takes place? If we change the angle of picture, there might be different type of images formed. Suppose we have a two mirror that is on 0 degree, that is 180 degree. What will happen? The angle between the plane is 180 degree and the number of images formed is 1. If we place 180 degree, the two plane mirror, so single images form. But the different images form by using the different angles. The angles between them may be different, or reducing the angle. By reducing angle, you can found so many images. So what we can say, it can be obtained. The multiple image may be obtained by reducing the angle. Like, what do you observe when there is angle change? Angle between the mirrors is 90, 0, 180. The number of images form 2. 2 images will form like this if there is change of angle takes place. Suppose if there is more number diffuser, more angle diffusers, like this, if we place an object in front of each that is having 90 degree, so there is, you can say, 2 images you can easily obtain. So by this way, we can say by reducing the angle in between the two mirrors, we can find the different angles. One is given as, and the other one, that is 3 images, 1, 2 and 3 images will form. If there is 90 degree, the number of images formed is 3. It is object, that is O object, its place images will form 1, 2, 3. 3 images will take place by reducing the angle that is having 90 degree. So on that particular type, you have got 3 images at particular moments, like which, if it is placed in front of each between the mirrors having 90 degree. In each mirrors, if they got 90 degree, so they can easily be observed there is a 3 images formed and angle should be the same. Now move to the other one. What happened then? Next, angle between the mirrors. If we place the angle between these mirrors about 60 degree, it is the 90 degree. Suppose if we place this on 45 degree, 7 images will form. If it is 60 degree, 5 images will form. Then further on. So if there are many multiple images formed, how it could be possible? It could be only possible when we placed a 2 plane mirror in front of each having degree. 2 plane mirrors shows number of images. How? The number of images formed by two mirrors increases when the angle between two them is decreases. If the angle decreases, so many. This is on 40, number of images 7. This is on 90, number of images 3. 120 having 2. There is 60 having 5, and so on. ऐसे आप देखोगे कि एक एंगल के घटने बढ़ने से क्या हो रहा है, एंगल बढ़ रहा है तो इमेजेस कम हो जाएंगे, और अगर एंगल कम हो जाएंगे तो इमेजेस ज्यादा हो जाएंगे. Is there any formulations to calculating the image on that basis? Yes, exactly. Here is a formula having for the counting of images formed. We will show. That is what the number of images then formed by the two plane mirror inclined at an angle of 0. That is theta. Which one? Having 360 by theta, 360 by theta minus 1. On that basis, if the object having even the number of n is minus 1, if placed, there are number of images formed. Example, if the theta is equal to 72, so then number of images will form, n is equal to 362 by theta, 362 by 22 minus 1, that is 4. Here is, you can say the example of this 60 degree, then numbers of images will form, n is equal to 360 upon 360 upon 60 minus 1. This is the formula. By using this we can easily calculate. जैसे इसको देखिए आप एक बार फिर से, अगर हम थीटा की वैल्यू यहाँ पे देखें, पहले फॉर्मूले में फॉर्मूला है अलग अलग फार्मूले हैं जिसमें क्या होगा, n इज इक्वल टू नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस इज इक्वल टू 360 अपॉन थीटा, एंड थीटा की वैल्यू अगर 72 रख दें, माइनस 1 करेंगे, जो वैल्यू आएगा वही उसका नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस होगा. अब देखिए थीटा की वैल्यू 60 लगा तो 360 अपॉन 60 माइनस 1 इज इक्वल टू वैल्यू रख देंगे, देयर आर नंबर ऑफ इमेजेस. व्हाई द मल्टीपल इमेजेस गेट फॉर्म? मल्टीपल इमेजेस गेट फॉर्म ड्यू टू व्हाई? देयर इज अ क्वेश्चन. This is because of during the process of multiple reflection images formed by one mirror act as the object for the second mirror. One mirror will be the object for the second mirror, so there are multiple images get formed. The image formed by the first mirror act as an object for the second mirror, and image formed by the second mirror is act as a object for the first mirror. So on that regard, there is a number of images get formed. There are many images forms. Now move to the next one. अब हम लोग दूसरी तरफ बढ़े. You can easily observe there are number of pictures due to why? Due to having the same type of a reflections occur due to having two mirrors in front of each other. So on that regard, we can say there is a numerous infinite number you can see images from infinite, uncountable numbers of images will form. Here is another topic which is called as kaleidoscope. This is called kaleidoscope. What is the kaleidoscope? Multiple colored images patterns are formed in a kaleidoscope. Multiple colored images are formed. Why this is formed? This can be formed by the different colored reflecting surfaces they have. How to make? We will show you how to make a kaleidoscope. We can easily go through this process and form the kaleidoscope. First of all, we have to take in 3 rectangular mirrors strips. 3 rectangular mirror strips, 1, 2, 3, which is given 15 centimeter long and 4 centimeter wide. Long 15 centimeter or 4 centimeter wide. Then we'll have to move on to the next process. The next criteria is join each other. We'll have to join together to form a prism like structure. हम ज्वाइन करेंगे इसको और कैसा बनेगा, प्रिज्म के जैसा स्ट्रक्चर बन जाएगा. अब जब प्रिज्म का स्ट्रक्चर बन गया तो प्रोसीजर नेक्स्ट पे चलते हैं. क्या करेंगे, इसके ऊपर एक बॉक्स, सॉफ्ट हार्ड बॉक्स ना लगा करके एक थोड़ा कार्डबोर्ड जैसा स्ट्रक्चर इसको लगा देंगे. फिक्स देम इन अ सर्कुलर कार्डबोर्ड ट्यूब ऑफ थिक चार्ट पेपर. चार्ट पेपर ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा नहीं, उसको थिक करके गोल करके लगा दें. देन द नेक्स्ट प्रोसेस विल, अगला प्रोसेस क्या होगा, अगले प्रोसेस में हम देखेंगे उसका वन एंड क्लोज कर देंगे और दूसरे एंड को पैक कर देंगे. एंड देन पुट स्मॉल पीसेस ऑफ कलर्ड ग्लास लाइक ब्रोकन piece of colored bangles. Now class, here we'll have to explain about the topic which is light dispersion or dispersion of light. So through which here we have to study about dispersion of light. Dispersion of light, that means a white color light having different when the light falls on the prism, it gets scattered into different forms, in different colors. This is the single white light. White light, how it is displayed into the different manners or different colors. Let's observe how it could be. If you be observed, there is rainbow, the dispersion of light. In that particular portion, we'll have to learn how this rainbow can be appears. This rainbow appears due to what? Due to what? How the rainbow is formed. In that question, we will go through the rainy season. Whenever the rainy season happens, there is possibility the moisture, the light falls on the moisture, the tiny droplets of the water. When comes up in the front of sun, there is white light of a sun falls on the suspended water droplets in atmosphere and is split into the 7 beautiful clouds. How this can be? You will look now like this. It can be found the splitting of light. But is white light of some made up of different colors? Yes, exactly. Whenever you have seen, so let's understand by the activity. What is this activity? Take a material to do the activity, whatever the activity is being, by a sheet, by any reel, when we pin up a sheet and the light allowed to come to the through the thin sheet and falls on a object. Whenever it falls, place a prism in between. Place the prism in between the light. You might observe if there is a screen, there is a something white light probably occur, but then when we place the prism in between the passage of this light, you may have the glimpse of these 7 wonder colors of the white light splitted into 7 different colors. This is how we know that the light contain 7 colors embedded in it. That is what we actually call the scattering of light or dispersion of light. The band of colors that contains light beam is called its spectrum. This spectrum having violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, red. These spectrum. This is called spectrum of light. Now, here you can observe the spectrum of light might falls on through these source by the only single white light, and it is confirmed that the white light can contain 7 colors. That is a band of color in it which is embedded. You may have seen. देखिए यहाँ पे आपको अच्छी तरीके से दिखाई देगा कि इसमें एक ही कलर से व्हाइट लाइट कंपोजिशन होता है किसका, 7 कलर्स का। इसको सबसे पहले ऑब्जर्व किया किसने, इसॉक न्यूटन ने।